Hi, it's Steph on Spotify. We're back with Ben of Archers. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So, how is your Monday?
Good, good. We just got back from like a week-long run last night. So I got that like first sleep in my own bed going on and just feeling really good.
Does feel good. There's something about your bed. I don't sleep well in hotel rooms.
No, no, I don't either. And we're still like on the 15 passenger life, so we do like hotels sometimes and then just like the van bench seats other times.
Oh man. Do you guys fight over like a bottom bunk or top bunk, or does everybody?
Everyone has their own bench. Cause I'm in like the very back of the van. I used to like trip and fall over everyone when I get out in the morning. So I built myself like a bed kind of thing in the back of it, so that way I can just get in and out easily. But no, we all just have our own space.
I saw you guys got some tour dates coming up. That's cool.
Yeah.
Um, do you guys have a weird story? Like somebody really wanted to bring someone into the van, but you couldn't, or somebody didn't want that to happen?
I'm trying to think. I feel like we're all like super I don't know, we're all super introverted and like I feel like any bit of like extrovertedness we have just like comes out at a show every single night. So like by the end of the night, every single one of us are just like we are peopled out. We're gonna sit in the van in silence and go to sleep.
You guys are more like trading Pokemon cards in the tour van than,
Yep.
like, getting blowjobs, is that the
Yep.
vibe?
Oh yeah, we're playing Uno.
Playing Uno. I love Uno. There's
Yeah.
all these new rules, though, and new Uno decks
Well,
that
they just don't exist if you don't get the new Uno decks because we just play the OG Uno and that's it.
see, yeah, like, my neighbor's kids are bringing over these new Uno decks, and I'm like, "I no, I can't follow this. I need
Yeah,
the
no,
OG Uno."
I have no interest in learning new Uno rules.
So, tell us a little bit about your band. Tell us about Archers, how it got started, and what it's all about.
Yeah, for sure. So Archer started in 2015. It was me and our vocalist at the time, and then some other people. And when we started it, we were just like, "Hey, let's like play some local shows, write some music, have some fun, see what happens." And I don't know, we just kind of like took things slow for the first few years, and then right around like 2019ish, we were just like, "Hey, like this could be something cool. Like, what if we actually try to like pursue this and like see if we could actually turn this into something?" And we stepped up our game as far as like our writing and who we were working with and so on and so forth, and came out with some really cool music. And then COVID happened, like right when we started releasing all the stuff. We're just like, man, this is it. Like this is where we're gonna take our shot. So we like
Dang.
switched gears quickly to like how do we connect with people online? How do we kind of make the most of the situation? Um, and we built this like really cool kind of like underground online fan base that as soon as it made sense to start playing shows again, we were able to like really take that with us and just kind of run with it. And we've just been working on building up a fan base and just kind of figuring out like what exactly it is about us that makes us special and makes us us. And I feel like we're like finally at that point of like really locking into like what specifically is our sound and then already kind of having this like fan base behind us, which is really cool to kind of come into being like, this is us, like this is where we want to be in our career wise, but we've already got a fan base behind us.
So COVID kind of made you guys take a pause, but then work on maybe social media building an online connection before you could go
Yep.
out into the world. I wonder how many bands that happened to. Probably a lot.
Yeah, I know one of the band we just got off doing some shows with Magnolia Park. It sounded like they had kind of a similar experience as well too, where COVID helped them really just like build up an online fan base. So that way, as soon as they were able to get back to playing shows, they're just like, damn, like we got something really cool already.
Yeah. So okay, what are your top 3 bands?
My top three bands. I feel like it changes all the time. But at the moment, my top three I'm listening to all the time are Transit, Dayseeker, and the band Camino.
Okay, cool. I feel you. I like have my OG faves, but then I have like a top 5 that's kind of new and ever changing. I
Yep.
see a kitty. Is
Yes.
that your cat?
Oh yeah. I have two kitties and a puppy, and anytime I'm on any type of like podcast or Zoom or
Yeah.
anything, they've always got to make an appearance.
Yeah, I have a cat and a dog. They're finally getting used to this that I'm podcasting daily, but in the beginning, they were just like, "What are you doing, mom? Hey, let's hang out." And I'm like,
I know.
"Don't
I
press."
Our dog is like part pit, and like as soon as I'm on, like when I first started kind of doing podcasts a bunch, she would just like run underneath my desk and then would just do like the pit wiggles like crazy the entire time, and then her tail would just be like flinging into the legs of the desk, and it was
I
just
feel that if
a
someone
nightmare.
You know something embarrassing, and I'm glad I actually wanna say this on a podcast so people know. When my hand looks like I'm jerking off a stranger to the side of me, I'm petting my dog. No, I've, like, watched an interview
No,
and I'm like, "Oh my god," my
I
hand's just like this, and I'm like, "My dog is right here," and he'll bark if I don't pet him. So to
Yep.
keep him quiet, I have to pet his back, but I, like, watched an interview and I'm like, "That doesn't look right." And so hopefully somebody listens to this and knows that I'm petting my dog,
Absolutely. I
like,
have to
to the
do the
back.
exact same thing.
Okay, do you have a favorite childhood memory, and does it pertain to music at all?
I'm trying to think of, like, a good childhood memory. I know, like, the first time I heard Blink-182 when I was somewhere around, like, probably somewhere in, like, middle school days, was, like, the first time I heard music where I was like, "I could do this. Like, this is something I could do. Like, this is really cool." And like, but while it's also cool, it's also palatable. And like, this seems like something I could like go after. And like, I don't know. It was like the first time where I was just like, music seems achievable, and like something just like clicked in my brain. And I've kind of been like, ever since like that moment, I've been like chasing after like having music in my life some way or another. Whether up until Archer started becoming seriously or becoming more serious, it was like, how do I have like music as this like stress relief outlet, and then now it all of a sudden kind of working more and more towards becoming a job is really, really cool.
Yeah. Are you Tom, Mark, or Travis? Who's your
Tom
fave?
all the way.
Yeah, I could see those. I like Travis. I
I feel
definitely
it.
he's crazy. Okay, something we wouldn't know about you by just looking at you.
Trying to think something. No, just by looking at me.
Are you
Hmm.
really a serial killer? Like, something we don't know that's
I feel like I look like I play video games, but I don't, and I'm terrible at them, and like
okay.
embarrassingly terrible at them. And I have like they just like don't do it for me. But there's like so many people I meet that are just like, you look like a gamer. And I'm like, oh, you're so wrong.
I could see that. I could see that. Like a Twitch gamer or something. Or a
Yeah.
lot of musicians nowadays. I just got a TikTok like a couple months ago. I finally
Mm.
got one when I started the podcast. And now it's popular. These people are video gaming and then taking a break and playing guitar. Like it's like they're in
Oh,
a
nice.
band and they're video gaming and doing music and
Oh yeah.
they're multi-talented. So,
Definitely.
okay, what's next for the band? What's coming in the future? Or are you guys playing a show coming up in the next couple weeks?
So we have a short tour that we're going to do in June with two of our favorite bands, homies bands, Hollow Front, and If Not For Me. We're all playing this festival in Connecticut and all decided to do some routing shows around it. So that's going to be really fun. And then we have some super cool stuff going on later in the year that I am the worst at keeping secrets about, but I've sworn oath not to tell anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't tell, especially if there's like a record label or an attorney involved, then you're gonna get in big trouble.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much, Ben, for stopping by the podcast. And I will tag you guys so everybody can check out Archers. And wait, does anyone do archery in the band? Is that
No, my girlfriend
no?
actually does though, so she has a bow and arrow, and like there's been like a couple times where we're all hanging out, and then like she'll just like appear with the bow and arrow, and we're all just like, no.
Well, then she's cool. She's got to be in the next music video doing
Oh yeah,
archery or something because that's
she's a
just like
bigger badass than any of us.
that what comes to mind. That's so cool. Well, thanks for stopping by, Ben, and we'll keep in touch with you.
Dude, hell yeah! Thanks for having us. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Take care.